Hi everyone, welcome to Mega's Creations. Janet here with a very exciting video. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I feel like I go through a really dry patch when it comes to thrift shopping and there's nothing good out there for weeks on end, and then all of a sudden there's like a change in the wind and you hit the gold mine. That is exactly what today felt like to me. So I got games, I've got books, I've got scrapbooking materials. If you're interested in seeing what I collected, stick around, like, comment and subscribe. And let's just jump straight into it. Starting off strong with a series of books, I'll pick them up one by one. So I got the infamous The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and it is an international bestseller, a course in discovering and recovering your creative self. I've watched many people go through this program and there's been definitely mixed reviews, but it does appear to be something that creatives often return to. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily feeling the desire to go ahead and enact this right this moment, but I do think having it on my bookshelf and in my arsenal as a potential prospect when I am feeling a little bit stuck or wanting to kind of delve deep into a 13-week program of rediscovering a sense of self-protection, and just when I feel like I am potentially needing some inspiration. So this was $3. And again, I've heard mixed reviews, but I just thought, pick it up. You might need it later. So that's number one. Then just when I did a video just last week, actually, I'll link it in my description below and in the card now. I did a book last week on my favorite golden books in my collections, and I just so happened to stumble upon one called My Little Golden Book About God. I'm not necessarily religious, but this is an Eloise Wilkin illustrated book, so we can't not pick it up. This is from 1975, and again, as I mentioned in my last video, Carla Frizell is a huge inspiration to all of us, and she does have and has showcased this book many a time on her channel. And with an Eloise Wilkin illustration, it's almost impossible to say no to. Like, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I love these too, like just being able to fussy cut these little girls. So I picked this up, and then I got a collection of what feels like almost antique books, and these have been at a thrift store that I go to for months. Wait, does that have a date? No, they don't have a date on them, but they've been in that thrift store for months, and today was the day I was like, okay, I'm biting the bullet, I'm buying them. I was in very much of a spending good energy mood. So this is Collins Girls Annual, and the iconography and the illustrations in this are just to die for. Like, the paper is such good quality. Granted, it is quite brittle given its age. I'm not sure. Look at that. I'm not sure. This is from 1958, printed and made in Great Britain. It definitely smells a bit musty, so I will be sure to air it out. But how I don't even know how I managed to say no for so long. And then today, Janet groomed Tom Tit. What a name for a horse, but I love that. It's Janet. Janet watched the scene with growing excitement. Oh, this is cute. I love that I'm now featuring in this book. Patrick and Janet. There's horses. Look at the colors. This is Pavlova in The Dying Swan. Yeah, beautiful. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I love it. So I got this one. And then I got another woman's one. This is Popular Stories with Girls. And what I love about this one is not only does it have the dust jacket, front and back, but the actual book itself is in such beautiful condition as a result, and the same image is on it. And I'm like, that is amazing. As someone that doesn't really love dust jackets in this circumstance, I'm very grateful for it. Look at that. This one is from, I'm not sure if there's a date. I can't seem to find a date on this one. Look at that. I love that. No apparent date, but again, very much in line with the previous book I just showed you. I don't think this has any colored images, which is okay. I just think they're so beautiful. I even love that. So that was the other one I got. And then I got 2 for quote unquote boys. And look at the coloring on these books. I cannot get over it. I prefer this cover. And this one is from Calling All Boys. But even just the line work is fantastic. Meeting with a Sailor. Like, look at that airplane. Well, it's not actually an airplane. That's some sort of warship, it looks like, but no one needs to know. Together, they jumped clear. They're jumping off their capsizing little boat. Oh, look, I really love it. And like I said, I absolutely adore this cover. I think it's very adventurous looking. So you could always just like do travels in this. Again, I'm not too fussed about it saying Calling All Boys. We can always cover that. This one, I think the coloring's amazing, but I was trying to toss up between which one should I get. Ultimately, I ended up going with both. Because although the other illustrations in that book were beautiful, this one is just, I don't know what. This feels very me. And this, I believe, is from 1953 or 54, given it is an annual. Like, how absolutely beautiful. Again, very lovely paper, but it's important to note that it is quite brittle. So using it in collage or just backing it onto some heavier cardstock to ensure it doesn't crack. Oh, look at that. That's going in my cowboy journal. So those are the books that I ended up getting. Now we'll move on to games. So I found this alphabet bingo. And this is from Kmart, I believe, because that is the Anico brand is a Kmart brand. It comes with these really cute alphabet bingo, like these are boards, because again, this is supposed to be a game. I don't know what I should do with these. I'm definitely keeping them, but I would love to know in the comments below any recommendations. They need a wipe down. I'm opening this all with you real time. What do you suggest? I'm not sure. Like, again, I could make them writing boards. I could potentially make covers with them, although that doesn't feel as, like, doesn't resonate really well with me. I thought about cutting them out, but I don't know if that's gonna work either, and make them like little, like I could put them on dangles if I was able to cut them out, but I'm not entirely sure, but I know for a fact I don't want to get rid of them. So we're still keeping those, even though I'm unsure about what to do with them. There's some sort of feather. This looks like a battleship bit. And then there's some counters, but in this little bag, this is what I purchased this for. Okay, so there's 26 of them, one for each letter, and they have really cute images on the back. And I thought, again, I can hang these on a dangle. I could just glue them to a page. They could become a fun interactive element. I will say that the octopus and the yacht are probably some of my favorites. We've got a dinosaur. G is for goat. Like, I just think these are such fun inclusions. Even the astronaut's really cute. We have a helicopter. A lion. Again, if you watched my Golden Book Journal video from last week, you know I've been contemplating making a zoo journal or a zoo spread, because look at how cute the lion, the zebra, the koala. We have an elephant that's not in the greatest condition. So that looks like someone's munched on it. Just put that to the side and make sure we wash our hands. We've got a fish, summer journals. Guys, as if they're not the cutest little things. I love them. So we actually got only bingo games today, but all different varieties. So this is another bingo set. Let me just quickly, I haven't seen it, and I'm hopeful that we've got the purple cards and some of the numbers. I don't really care for the boards. Okay, that is not at all what I was anticipating. So we've got 2 bingo sheets, a whole bunch of just paper bingo counters, and then, oh, okay, I will admit, I don't know if you heard it in my voice, I was so disappointed when I only saw 2 bingo cards. We ended up with 6. We'll take 6. I think they're vintage. I've never seen them before, and fun inclusions. I don't have a lot of purple things in my collection, so we'll take that. And then these are seemingly those, which just cannot be true. That can't be true. I'm trying to look on the back, nothing there. It doesn't say what's supposed to be in here. But that's okay. At least we've got these cute bingo cards, and then I'll just discard of most, if not all, the other stuff. And then last but not least, in the games category, we have yet another bingo. So as before, I basically purchased this for the bingo cards because, again, I've never seen these ones before. Ooh. They really make sure that it's difficult to get in. So this comes with a lot of bits and pieces. Let's see how many bingo cards. Look how fun these are. They're colored. Okay. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fun. I love them. We can decorate them. We can back them with some writing paper and just tuck them in a pocket. They're cute. I'm not going to lie. I'm happy with that find. Put those to the side. It also comes with some other bits and bobs that I'm not going to dispose of this. I'll find a fun way to include it. Like, even if you cut out the numbers and use them in collage, or you could even use them in like 25 Days of Christmas or a December daily. They're cute. We can make it work. And as for these bigger pieces, I am not as much of a taskmaster as Seven Plaza is with her paper engineering. She's been making incredible videos always, but recently she did one on showing like her non-junk journal, her non-traditional materials that she uses to junk journal with, and she made absolutely amazing things like with such dimensionality. So I'll look at this stuff and see what I can do with it, but I'm not quick to throw things out. That is definitely not me. Now we're onto the like junk journal scrapbooking categories, and I don't know where to start, so I'm just gonna pull and see what comes out. So I bought this Fiskars cutting blade. I do have one not of the Fiskars brand, and I don't know, it must be me, but I can never seem to cut straight with it. So I thought this would be a good size to have for like my smaller pieces when I'm matting photos. And then the other one, which is a little bit bigger, will cut like my 12 by 12 papers. So we all know and love Fiskars. I'm happy to have it in my collection. Go ahead and open this. I want to make sure it's in the frame because it is quite big. I'm just going to zoom out. I do apologize on the coloring, but I got this big container. I was unsure about it because there are definitely things in here that I probably won't use or just aren't of the greatest quality, but there are also stuff that I will use. So let's just take all this out. Give me one moment, guys. Told me on buying this miscellaneous package of scrapbooking papers were these solid cardstock with the weave on them. I think this for $5 in and of itself, although the colors are limited, is such a bargain, and you can never go wrong with solid cardstock bits. I use this all the time to back my photos, and as well as just general full color pages. So that was the primary reason I got the package. It also came with these, what brand is this? Walter Nab. It's from 2005. And then it's just a series of relatively thin paper, but they all have colors on them. And then we go ahead and there's some scrapbooking papers, it seems. This one's for weddings. They've got some different patterns. Again, not necessarily things that I'm leaning towards in my craft, but I'm also never one to say no to a good deal, and I try to keep my mind open as much as possible when I am thrifting, because again, you never know when you may need something or when inspiration hits and you just may need this exact color green. And this is just some more solid papers, which again, happy to have in the collection, can't go wrong. We've got some other, this is American Craft. It's almost like a vellum. Yeah, it is vellum. Truly inspiring. This is, there's no date on this one, but we've got another piece of that. Another piece. Okay, I did see these in the store and I thought, excuse me, yes, I didn't see that. I saw the stars though. But we all love some gingham, so I'm happy to have that. We've got some stripes in a variety of colors. Yeah, see this, I'm happy to have purchased this. I will need to sort it out a little bit better because it's not up to scratch, but that investment of time is so worth having them in my collection. So yes, just a variety. Look how old this is. You can just tell how far. Wow, 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 wow. That looks like computer paper from like Word. Just blown up to scale. More gingham. Oh wow, I'm so glad I didn't see these in the store, but that's perfect. Stars. Okay, that in and of itself is definitely worth the $5 I paid. And then there was some other scraps in there. So we've got some different die cuts. I love an embellishment, and I'll show you some. Stick around, guys, because there's more coming. We've got some other vellum bits. These are a little bit thinner. This rocks. Party. Oh, yay. I don't like that. That's going in the bin also. I like this piece a lot. Okay. So yeah, just a bunch of miscellaneous. We also have just an empty packaging. Okay, these are cute. I'm happy about this. Fun is ahead. Be prepared to laugh and smile. Today is going to be a wonderful date. That's cute. Kindly keep seated. Okay, that is so travel fun. Yep. All right, that $5, very much well spent. I'm happy with that. If you've made it this far into the video, friends, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. And before I show you the rest of the stuff, I would love to know what your favorite thing is so far, and if by the end of it, you've changed your mind. Okay, now we have some letters. Like I said, I couldn't say no to anything today. I just chopped that. Okay, so these are just some textured letters. They're quite big. That doesn't match. But I thought they would be fun to have because you never know when you want to spell out something. Or again, these are really fun in collage as like a statement piece. Like just using the J for Janet is nice. But that looks to be more or less the alphabet. We've got most of the vowels here. Is there an E lurking about? Yes. You need A's, you need E's. We've got O's. We've got an I, and I'm sure there's a U. Oh, cute. Look at that. That just presented itself. And that makes me happy. Okay, so we got some letters. We also have some, these are chipboard alphabet stickers from Bella. And these look really cute. They remind me of like rustic, like barns that have been revamped. And it's like the copper lettering with the light bulbs in them. Am I going to use them? Not right now, but who's to say in the future I won't. These are also fun. These are Rhyme Lower Ghost Alphabet by Heidi Swap. I looked at these and these are from 2005, but I thought they were so cute. Do we want to open them? Let me steal this piece of paper. I won't pull them all out, but just with some glue. How cute. I really am loving letters at the moment. And I'm making such a mess on my desk, but that's okay because it's all fun. Yeah, I really like them. And then what else do we have over here, friends? This is just a bunch of miscellaneous fun. The package definitely needs some cleaning, but it's this cool little container that has all of these fun compartments. Oh, why can't I open it? Okay, where to begin? We have these fun, I don't know what these are. I think they might be, not brads, eyelets? Is that what these are? They don't match up. I tried to like put them in like that, but it didn't work. But I'm unsure. So if you know what these are, please let me know. And if I'm just being silly, but if you hole punch and then squeeze it, maybe it would work. I don't know. I said they look pretty. I'll take it. Then these. Okay, listen. I love these so much. They are like the perfect summer themed embellishments. They're so tiny. We've got sand castles. We've got buckets. We've got umbrellas. And we've got little flip-flops. What else do we have? Oh my gosh, there's seahorses. Can you see that? There's even spades. Like, I couldn't say no. I think there's sunglasses. Stop it. As if, I hope you guys can see that because I'm literally shoving it in your faces. But what else? Wow, that's so fun. And there's an array of colors. Some of them have, does this one? This has a loop on it, so I could put it on a dangle, whereas these are flat, which is perfect for a page. Speaking of dangles, we've got some letter beads here, which we can always use to spell something fun. It always reminds me of Taylor Swift friendship bracelets, like letter beads. Then we have another fun collection. I haven't looked at these properly, but now that I see a G and an L, I'm sure it might spell baby girl. But I thought they were so cute. Like we've got prams, we've got bibs, we've got rattles, and then we also have these other cute ones that are like little dresses, some more prams. We've got like the safety pins for diapers. Again, how cute. A rattle. Would these be on a journal or also like as a dangle, but also on pages? This corner is so stinking cute. Like, I couldn't say no. I have no intention to do a baby journal for a girl anytime soon, but never say never. And at the best, we've got a cute container. Now, these are cooking utensils. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. I don't know what that is. That's a paper clip, and I think that's some foam. But look at these utensils. Did someone say recipe journal? I do pretty much in all my videos, so I love them. They could sit on a cover. They could sit on a dangle. You are so stinking cute. And then we have these other like apple chipboard bits, and let me tell you something. I don't love them, so I'm gonna throw them. I don't want them in my collection. Done. So that's that. What else do we have? There's still a bit more. Okay, I found these for $1. They look to be like just paper postcards, but then I read the back of them, sorry, and I think they're stickers, which I don't really love the idea of. I think they definitely are stickers. But look how cute they are. Yeah, they're stickers. Yep, okay, that's fine. I can put them on cardstock or just leave them as is. But I thought they were cute. There's 10 of them. I've got stamps in my collection. They're really cute journaling spots. 10 for $1. I'm taking them. Now we have a few other bits. These are the last of today's haul. Let's open this first. I think we'll need a piece of paper to see them a little bit better. So these are like metal bits. Okay, let's have a look. We've got a princess. Oh, we're missing an S. Princes. No, we're doing... Okay, it's meant to be princess and prince. Or at least that's how I'm viewing it. That's cute. And then we have these other bits, which I thought they were flat, so I could just put them on a page. But I still will be able to use it. My sister, my friend. Sisters always. Oh my God, they're all sister related. We've got believe, we've got create, imagine, inspire, hope, and sisters. They're really stinking cute. I don't know how I'll make them work, so if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. Oh, I love doing this with you guys. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. Then for 50 cents, like we've got an acrylic tag. I really bought them for these, as if these aren't the cutest little journaling spots. Oh, they come in both directions. I love that. Fun. Is there two there? No, just one. But cute. And then it came with these plates, like frames. Again, I'm not going to throw it, but I don't know how I'm going to use it. And one lonesome button. How funny. Oh, that's cute though. Oh, if I can get it in. Yeah, I love that actually. Very, very cute. But these journaling cards are the winner for me. And then last but certainly not least, let's open these together because I'm pretty sure they are from the same collection. Okay, we've got Everyday. That is cut so off center, but that's fine. 24/7, Happy, Always, He Said, She Said, and Life is Good, which is so cute. And then we have Curiosity. I don't really know what that is. It looks like an end symbol maybe. 100% original. Sign Me Up. A fun, almost Tim Holtz-esque hand. A little starburst. The @ symbol. So Much Love. That looks like it's from this one. It is, but they were in the wrong one. Right Now. Also supposed to be on this one. And Photo Op, which one's that? It's supposed to be in this one. Okay. So again, I was right. They did mix them up, but really cute. Only thing I have an issue with is they are so off center for some reason, but I'm sure when they're in a collage, they'll be totally fine. Guys, that is my haul for today. I hope you enjoyed coming along as I showed you everything. If you've made it this far, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel, and I would love to know in the comment section below what your favorite find of mine is today. I also, if you're interested in seeing my favorite golden books, definitely check out my linked video in the description. I hope you guys are all well. I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Bye-bye.